Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be more of an explanation on why we cannot and can update to any iOS version that Apple is in fact signing at the moment and is not signing at the moment, and I'm going to be discussing what those meanings are throughout the video. So with that being said, let's get straight into this video. Alright, so guys, this is basically a slideshow that I just made with a little bit of Photoshop and a little bit of some Google Images, so bear with me, and it is a little bit weird, but just listen to what I gotta say. So the only way I can actually think about making a video like this and explaining what version you could update or downgrade to with your iPhone or any iDevice is basically with my explanation of Walmart. Now, this could be any other store, but I just chose Walmart because it's kind of a widely known shopping center in the US. I'm not sure about any other country, but in the US, this is one of the big shopping centers. Now, this could be in any other store, so just if you guys don't know what Walmart is, just think about any other store. With Walmart, let's put that to the side and let's talk about Apple. So sorry for this being a blurry picture, but this is only a good photo that I could find. So we know that Apple employees, there are a lot of them working with customers like this one in the picture, or there are the others that are actually working on the latest iPhone that's coming out. Other than that, there are other employees that are working on the next iOS version. Now this is what I'm going to be talking about. So I know this is a little bit outdated with the iOS versions because it's coming from 1 all the way to iOS 7, but for now let's just stick with the idea of having the iOS as our main focus. So bringing back about what I said about Walmart or any other marketplace that you guys go and shop at, so just bringing it back up, we know that any store has a lot of aisles or checkout lines that you guys can go in order to check out what you guys are wanting to buy. So in this case, let's just pretend and replace the customer, as you guys can see with the shopping cart. Let's just replace that with one of you guys with an iPhone or iDevice. So we already saw that iOS versions range from iOS 1 all the way through the newest iOS 10 beta that is only legally eligible for registered developers to upgrade to. But in this video, I'm just going to be focusing on particular iOS versions from 7 all the way through 10, since it's kind of the newest versions that a lot of us are on at the moment. So making it a little bit more clear, I just erased everything else and we've gotten 7, 8, 9, and 10. So just remember, these are iOS versions. Now, using a little bit of imagination, let's pretend that each iOS version is an actual register at your marketplace, for example. So iOS 7, 8, 9, and 10 are open, so you guys can go and check out whatever product you guys want. And these are the ones that are open right now. But instead of arrows, since a lot of you guys know that in order to know a certain register is open is with a light bulb. So for example, here we are, all 4 versions of these iOSs are open right now. Now in the beginning, I told you guys about signed versions and unsigned versions. Now what this means is basically if all these versions right now, 7, 8, 9, and 10 are signed, that means that they are all open. Anyone could go to it and they can downgrade or upgrade to. So for example, if you guys know that iOS 9's line is long with a lot of customers, then you guys could go to 8, 7, or 10. And putting it in the iOS perspective, you guys know that you guys can update or downgrade to 7, 8, or 10. Or 9 if you guys want to wait on the iOS 9. But knowing Apple, that's not always going to be the case. In the future, they are going to in fact shut down that iOS 7. So basically that means no one can go to iOS 7 in order to downgrade or upgrade their device too. So for example, if you were on iOS 7 on your device right now, you are only able to update to iOS 8, 9, or 10's beta. But let's say you're on iOS 8 and you actually wanted to downgrade back to 7, Apple shut down their IO, and that means that you guys cannot go into that version. And of course this is going to repeat, and eventually iOS 10 is going to be the only registered version that is signed by Apple. So moving along more into the present, I skipped a couple versions just for space wise, but you guys can see that there are the new iOS versions of 9 right now, which are 9.0.2, 9.1, 9.2, 9.3.1, 9.3.2, 9.3.3 on the way, as well as the iOS 10 beta 2. So if you guys know, iOS 9.2 all the way to 9.3.1 are in fact not signed anymore by Apple. That means that all these checkout lines are closed, meaning the only open cash registers that you guys can go to and IO is only on iOS 9.3.2 and iOS 10 10 beta 2. So for example, if you guys are on iOS 9.0.2, you guys cannot update to 9.1, 9.2, 9.3.1 because of the fact that they are not signed anymore. But if you guys are in fact unstable on 9.0.2, you guys can go ahead and update to 9.3.2, which, as making this video, is in fact the latest iOS version that is signed by Apple. So if you guys are on any other version, as I said in the beginning, for example, if you guys were on iOS 7 or whatever, you guys can go ahead and update to 9.3.2 as long as your device supports iOS 9.3.2. Now moving along and going to head into the future, eventually iOS 9.3.2 and 9.3.3 and iOS 10's beta is going to be all signed at once. Unless Apple unsigns iOS 9.3.2, that means you can only go ahead and update to 9.3.3. So this means once iOS 9.3.2 is in fact closed, you cannot downgrade back to iOS 9.3.2 anymore, and you are stuck with iOS 9.3.3 or iOS 10's beta or iOS 10's official update once it is out for the public. Now a lot of people are asking, why isn't there a jailbreak as well? Now with that being said, Pengu and Taiji are one of the two people that are working on jailbreaks. Hopefully Taiji is. They have had no update whatsoever, but we know that Pengu is in fact alive, and they do in fact have a jailbreak after their Mostec conference. Now with this being said, for any jailbreak team, it is hard because you have to know when the exact moment you guys want to in fact release the jailbreak in order to maximize the amount of people in order to jailbreak. So for example, if I said earlier 9.3.2, 9.3.3 as well as iOS 9.10's beta, if they are all in fact open at that time, anyone can just go ahead and upgrade to any of these versions while they are in fact signed and jailbreak, and they will be fine. But unless they close one of the signing windows, for example, if iOS 9.3.2 was the last jailbreakable version and they did not have a jailbreak for iOS 9.3.3 or iOS 10's beta, that means that they will be stuck on iOS 9.3.3 and not have a jailbreak for 9.3.2. So yeah guys, that's just a little update on where these two teams are in fact on right now. We know that Pengu has a, so there you guys go, there's just a little bit of something of a jailbreak update that Pengu has a jailbreak, but we do not know anything from Taiji, and hopefully they do in fact have something. But with that being said, go ahead and leave a like on this video if you guys like this, and if you guys actually understood what I meant, and if not, go ahead and comment in the comments below, because I will go ahead and clarify myself if you guys are confused on anything. Also, if you guys want to see more of these kinds of videos, go ahead and subscribe to my channel in order to be informed on when the new jailbreak is going to come out, as well as jailbreak content once a jailbreak is out. Also, go ahead and follow me on my Twitter page and my Facebook page to be informed on anything jailbreak related. So, I'll see you guys in my next video. This is EliteAppleHacks signing out.